Just a few hours ago, on Front Page, we covered Dario Amodei's latest essay. The Anthropic CEO argued that frontier AI models should face something similar to FAA certification, government testing, independent audits, even the power to stop a model release if it fails safety checks. It was one of the strongest pro-regulation arguments we've heard from a frontier AI company. And now, Anthropic finds itself at the center of a completely different debate. Not for the fact that Claude has become too powerful. Instead, it is due to some developers thinking that Claude is being made weaker on purpose and without telling them. The controversy actually erupted after reports emerged that Anthropic's latest model, Claude Fable 5, appears to behave differently for certain categories of users, specifically people working on advanced machine learning research, training infrastructure, distributed systems, AI accelerators, and GPU optimization, and other frontier AI-related work. Now, according to researchers and developers, Claude doesn't necessarily refuse these requests. It doesn't throw up a warning. Neither does it tell users it can't help. Instead, the answers allegedly become worse, less useful, barely accurate, and even less capable, as if the model is intentionally holding itself back. And that has sparked a very uncomfortable question. So if a model is secretly changing its behavior depending on who you are and what you're working on, how would you ever know? The real issue occupying center stage is trust. Because AI benchmarks assume something very important. The model that gets tested is the same model that users receive. And that's how the entire industry works. That's how the entire industry actually begins to function. Comparisons run the same way. Enterprise evaluations follow the same logic. Developers pick their model on exactly that basis. But if models can silently degrade performance for specific categories of work, that assumption starts breaking down. Now imagine you're an engineer debugging a distributed training system. Your code isn't working and supporting you through this, and on top of that, Claude gives you a very weak answer. Now what do you conclude? Did Claude make a mistake, or was Claude intentionally prevented from giving you a better answer? You are left clueless, and that's the problem. Now, to be fair to Anthropic, there is logic behind this, a lot of logic actually. Let me try to explain. Anthropic has repeatedly argued that frontier models are now accelerating AI development itself. So in other words, the smartest AI models are helping researchers build even smarter AI models, which creates a feedback loop. Now every breakthrough shortens the timeline to the next breakthrough. Every capability accelerates future capabilities. From Anthropic's perspective, giving unrestricted frontier AI assistance to anyone building competing frontier AI systems may not be in the public interest, or frankly, may not be in Anthropic's commercial interest either. Because if Claude can accelerate AI research by months or years, renting that capability to competitors for a few $100s a month becomes a very interesting business decision. And this is where things become fascinating. Because this controversy is arriving just as Dario is publicly arguing for stronger AI oversight. The essay we covered earlier wasn't about slowing AI down. No, it was actually about creating trust. The FAA analogy, independent testing, transparency, auditability, safety standards. The argument was people trust airplanes because somebody verifies they're safe. Dario wants something similar for AI. But here's the challenge. Trust doesn't only apply to model releases. Trust also applies to the product itself. And that's where developers are raising questions. Because if capabilities can be adjusted, if performance can change depending on the category of work, if users don't know when those changes occur, then transparency becomes just as important as safety. This story is actually much bigger than Anthropic itself, because once one company starts doing this, others may follow. Now imagine a future where one model performs differently for financial traders, another performs differently for biotech researchers, and then there is another one which performs very differently for cybersecurity professionals. Then we have another which behaves differently depending on geography or industry, customer, tier, commercial, interest. My God, the list just carries on. Suddenly, what that does is it impacts the benchmarks, which become much harder to interpret, because you may not be evaluating the same model anymore. You may actually just be evaluating a version of the model. And that's, well, a very different world. But then something interesting actually surfaced. Researchers noticed engineers started comparing outputs. Some accused Anthropic of what they called secret sabotage. The backlash was, well, quite immediate. And Anthropic has now responded to it. The company says, and I quote, made the wrong trade-off, end quote, and apologized for how the system was implemented. Now, going forward, Anthropic says Claude will no longer degrade responses. Instead, if Claude believes a request involves frontier AI development, users will receive an explicit notification that the request has either been refused or routed to a different model. So, in other words, Anthropic isn't backing away from the restriction, it's actually backing away from hiding it. And here, of course, is the front page take. Now, there is currently a huge difference between deliberate sabotage and safety restrictions. Those are not the same thing. Anthropic has argued that some capabilities require stronger safeguards, and many people would actually agree. The real question is whether those safeguards would be visible, because transparency is one of the foundations of trust, as we know, and trust is becoming one of the most valuable currencies in AI, especially now, at a time when Anthropic has filed for an IPO. Also at a time when Dario is asking governments to play a large role in AI oversight. So when frontier AI companies are increasingly asking society to trust them, well, this is the time that we are talking about. The challenge is actually convincing people they understand how those models actually behave. And that may just be the harder problem. Please do let us know, what are your thoughts in the comments below? Should AI companies be allowed to silently limit capabilities for certain users, or should every restriction be transparent and clearly disclosed? And if safety and transparency come into conflict, which one, according to you, should take priority? This, ladies and gentlemen, is Front Page by the AIM Network. Like, share, subscribe, and always remember, think AI, think AIM.